Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Regina, and today I'm going to be creating this simple, well, not simple, this halo makeup eye look with a new lip. I actually struggled to create this look because I'm not very comfortable with making halo eye makeup looks because my eyelids are so big and I still don't know how to define certain corners of my eyelid because it's just so big, and sometimes I have to keep blending and reapplying and blending until I can figure out the best way to make a halo eye. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this look, keep on watching. So start off by applying your Fenty Beauty mattifying foundation primer. So next, I'm applying my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation. I am applying this in the center of my face and I am blending outwards. I'm going to apply my color corrector, and this is the Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer in the shade SX14. I like to apply this in any recessed area under my eye just to fill it in and cover up those dark areas. I'm using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Dark 42 to highlight underneath my eye, on top of my nose, on my forehead, and on my chin. I'm defining my face with the Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer in the shade SX16. And I'm going to contour my forehead, my jawbone, under my chin, and the sides of my nose. I'm setting my under eye area, and the other areas I highlighted with the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in the shade Banana. Next, I'm priming my eye with the MAC Prolong Wear Paint Pot in the shade Layin Low. Next, I'm going to set that primer with a medium matte warm brown eyeshadow from my Viseart palette. And this palette is in the set called Neutral Matte #1. Now I'm gonna go into my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and this is the Soft Glam palette, and I'm taking the shade Rustic. It's kind of like a transition shade, but I'm using it to define the inner and outer corner of my eyelid. And I'm just gonna take a blending brush and blend out the shadow that I laid down. And this is how I'm gonna continue to define my eyes. Like, I'll lay down the shadow, blend it with the blending brush, go back in, lay another layer until I'm completely done. So now I'm going in with the shade called Mulberry, and I'm taking that a little bit more towards the middle portion of my eye, but I'm leaving that middle spot open because I'm gonna place another eyeshadow on top of that middle spot. Now I'm just taking out Mulberry into my crease and using that to define my crease. And then I'm taking a blending brush to blend out the edges of that eyeshadow. I'm taking the eyeshadow called Rose Pink from the same palette, and I'm placing that in the middle portion of my eyelid. It's a kind of like a rosy pinkish bronze color, and it's a very good color to blend into the mulberry shade that I placed in the outer corners. And then I'm taking a very bright gold shade called Bronze, and I'm placing it in the middle portion of my eyelids to kind of make it pop. And what I'm going to do, as you can see, is that I'm going to keep repeating, laying down more shadows in the outer corner, in the middle portion of the eye, and in the exact center until I have my desired effect. I'm placing the black eyeshadow from the palette called Noir in my inner corner and my outer corner to create definition. I'm using a pencil brush to place that shadow down, and I'm using a different blending brush to blend it out and make sure it's not harsh. So I'm gonna apply a base for my inner corner highlights, and I'm taking a white shade from the NYX Lid lingerie collection, and this shade is called Bad to the Bone. And on top of that, I'm going to apply a shimmering eyeshadow from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and this is called Glistening. Next, I'm just gonna apply a brown eyeshadow, and I'm taking Rustic from that same palette, and I'm placing it all over my lid. I'm using a smudging brush to apply this. I also applied a darker shade, and I also applied I applied a darker shade in the shade Cypress Umber just to smoke that out. I'm lining my lower lid and also my eyelash line with the Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil. The shade I'm applying is called Glazed Toffee. So I'm applying a faux mink eyelash, and this is from a line I'm currently working on. I'm just testing it out to see how well I like it. So I'm just gonna blend my eyelash with a fake eyelash with an eyelash curler and mascara. I'm just bronzing my face with the Beauty Bakerie setting powder in the shade Brown. I'm also using that shade to contour my nose and give it more definition. I'm just highlighting my cheeks, my nose, and my forehead with the Makeup Revolution Shimmer Brick highlighter. I also apply some of my Fenty Beauty highlighter in the shade, I believe it's Sangria. So the next step is to contour and define the lip with a brown lip liner. This is from Zaron, the Zaron collection, and the shade is called Bold. I'm just gonna apply my Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Silver Fox. On top of that, I'm going to apply the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Trendsetter, and I'm going to finish off with a NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Stockholm. I'm just finishing off with the MAC Fix Plus setting spray. I'm going to fan my face to dry. And there you have it, guys. The look is finished. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe.